What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taking you the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. Now Austin. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That good for 19 at a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, he will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big run for AP. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And he will have a touchdown. Marcus Mariota punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 23. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. Yes. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
And tough starting field position here. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. How did he stay on his feet? Adrian Peterson off to the races. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big run for AP. 76 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And some space. Darren Sproles. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he is knocked down from the side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap, because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard. When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play. Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. He'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Running for it, here's Peterson. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run with LT, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. On third down, LaDainian Tomlinson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right around the 26. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game.
And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Follow me on social media. And once again, thanks for watching.